Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys that's already up 15% on the day and week, and we started watching this one yesterday, part of our weekly watch list. Now, I'm also going to share with you guys our daily watch list of the stocks I mentioned this morning. And if that's something you want to become part of and you want to receive these live updates, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits and minimize losses. So here we are with Ocgen, Ocugen Inc., sitting sideways, hit lows here of about 723. Shot up to highs of 940. And why did this run happen, and why are we just pulling back? Well, there's no new news, and this news was a small catalyst before the real big catalyst of either this stock going up to newer highs or pulling back to newer lows. So this had came out last week on Wednesday afternoon at 8 p.m. that they went ahead and submitted the emergency use authorization application to the US FDA for the COVID-19 vaccine candidate of Covaxin. Okay, super important to be aware that this is going to make or break this stock. Now we're in the waiting period, so it did bring that catalyst of a nice little run, but that's why it's pulling back, and a lot of investors are becoming impatient or losing hope on this stock because it's not moving up too much and it's moving downwards every single time. Now, over at the Patreon, we talked about this stock in this weakness, how it was speculative, and April was going to be an important month for this stock. Turns out it starts happening towards the end of April, leading into the beginning of May. We caught this one at those lows between $6 to $5, and it shot up literally 2 to 3x from those lows to these highs. Now it's been pulling back since. I've talked about the whole entire case of the market cap of Covaxin being priced in probably if this does not actually go up another billion, because it was already priced in at these levels. And also the best point of locking in profits was at these levels. We read articles about that, and we've talked about the old news that keeps on getting reused and making the stock slightly go up, but not really pushing it up to newer highs, because it always jumps and then it pulls back. So this needs new fresh news. The new fresh news is actual FDA approval, and that's the next big catalyst for this stock. So what is our support? What is our 50-day moving average? And what are the resistance levels to watch moving forward? So our support, based off today's price action, and this is the lowest point reached in this pullback, is 831. Okay, if that gets broken through, the next point of reference is down here at 818. But before getting there, 831 is our first support. Currently sitting at 850, and the bulls need to break through the first resistance level that I like to call it a resistance level, but it's not. It's just the indicator that lets us know on what side of the chart we're in, but it's the 50-day moving average. The bulls need to break through 866, turn that into a support to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. Now the highest point of the day in the pre-market was up here at 877. That's what the bulls need a breakthrough, turn into a support so they can reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. If they accomplish that, the next resistance level is the highest point of the bullish run, and that was 937 before this pullback. But before getting there, these levels need to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can continue the rally, continue the momentum, and not lose leverage like they have. They've actually lost leverage here with the 50-day moving average crossing the stock, and right now it's sitting in bearish territory. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive this insight as well. And all I'm asking for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time to share with you guys the opportunities we caught this morning, as well as the ticker symbol you definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is a ticker symbol I mentioned over at the Patreon weekly watch list. But before we look at that chart and how the stocks performed, because it has done a 15% jump today alone, I want to share with you guys the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you are more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together to maximize profits, minimize losses, and continue to learn moving forward through the volatility of the market. So OEEG, we caught it at $5. CTIC, AKBA, and VTNR were all the stocks we watched. Now, CTIC and AKBA were our worst performers, giving us 3 to 5% on the day throughout different opportunities. But OEEG and VTNR were our opportunities that gave us beyond expectations, right? So $5 mark is when we caught OEEG. Let's go ahead and look at that. And OEEG was jumping pretty fast in the pre-market. We caught it at the $5 mark. In the pre-market, it ran up to the 590s and it gave a 10 to 15% in the pre-market. Pulled back here to 558, shot up to 631, pulled back to 520s and shot up to the 640s. So just in these two jumps, it gave 5 to 15% opportunities, and right here 10 to 20% opportunities in those two jumps. Now, throughout the day, it gave many different 5 to 10% opportunities, but at the high so far of the day in the last several minutes, it has given a 20% plus day. I mean, to the point that it was between 20 to 50% from these lows here all the way to where it's at right now. Pretty impressive jump on the day and pretty impressive overall. Now, this stock, no one could have timed it and said, I'm going to hold it through the whole day. Not even myself. I look for my 5 to 10%, 10 to 20%, call it a day, and 20% plus. If it happens pretty quickly, that's a home run. But for those that were able to hold through this, it has been a very rewarding stock today because it did an acquisition. That was the news that was bringing, obviously, that momentum to the stock. So now our other one is VTNR. So this was our home run from Friday. I don't like to recycle stocks, but it seemed to have momentum, and we caught it in 950s, 960 range, and it pulled back, right, to 928 and shot up to 1051 right there in just a matter of minutes, giving an 8 to 12% opportunity. Pulled back right here to the 880s and shot up to the 1080s. That right there was a nice 10 to 20% opportunity within the momentum. And after that, the rest of the day has been a downward trend. Now, this was a lot riskier. I was watching it with caution, but it seemed to have momentum since it rolled over from the last day to the next day, and news continued to seem pretty interesting and giving it more momentum to push up. And we saw it. We saw it happen. Short-lived, but it happened. We get in, we get out. If you want to become part of this, you want to receive the live updates, the link is down below in the description to the Discord. So, what is the stock you want to add to your watch list? So, it is LOTZ. This is a speculative stock. I did emphasize that. And we started watching it at 438. When we pull up the chart, you're going to be surprised on how fast this has recovered from my expectations for those numbers to happen within a week or so. I didn't think that was going to happen in just one day. Now, the fact that it's moved up so fast, it's going to be a stock you definitely want to have on your watch list. I explained why I started watching it, and you can gain access to this if you join to gain access to the Discord. You can gain access to these weekly watch lists as well. You gain access to the weekly and the daily watch lists every single time I post them. Now, let's look at this chart together. So it was sitting at 438, and today alone, it has jumped beyond 15%. It hit a high here of 513. That was close to 16% on the high, and it's been pulling back now. It has to cool off. I mean, that was such a quick run in just one day. Now, it was sitting down here at the 438 range, and it just took off. It hit a low here of 440. In the pre-market, it took off, came to 440, and took off for the day. These are the opportunities that we look for every single day, every single week, over at the Patreon and Discord. But this stock seems to have much more room for momentum. It's crossed the 50-day moving average. I mean, I would be watching it if it pulls back or consolidates before the next catalyst. But this stock does have room, in my opinion, long term to the upside. It could take longer than just one day. You won't see 15% jumps every single time. But we caught this one early and right on time before the next jump, because this had jumped a little bit, consolidated, pulled back, and took off. Now, one of the most important resistance levels for this to go even higher is up here at 530. It didn't reach anywhere near it, but that is something to watch moving forward. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.